Check it out, Bum Shadows here. I guess I'm on like an effing minute early, baby, because I see 6:59. Just jump the trigger, pull the trigger, jump the gun. You know what I'm saying? The me brain backwards, me brain. So yeah. On that note, it is my birthday, so I did say I go on live 7. Oh, I just saw the Clizock go to 7. So here we are for another live stream with Bum Shells, but not just any. It's a birthday live stream. And because it's my birthday and I can do what I want to, I decided my birthday and Christmas are the only times you'll see me without a hoodie. And right now I'm effing wearing this sweet chalk line jacket with all the logos you can think of. Look at Papa Shango up there. That's impressive. Look at Rick Rude's lips. They're waiting to kiss you. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Mr. Perfect. I could sit here and name all the names on my jacket all night and be pleased. But I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do, though, is bumbox a few items. It's my birthday, damn it. And I'm going to open my toys. That's right. Fladio, what's up, brother? Thanks for the birthday wishes earlier. So, what does one start with? You know what? We're gonna start with this guy, and you're like, well, he's already in an effing plastic package. Is that really a bumboxing? No. But what I'm trying to show you is that this is a figure collections bone crushing wrestler. The face gear really lights it up. But it's Gilbert, not to be confused with Goldberg if you were confused, but you can see by the build and the crazy face. So this is a bone crusher, but from the same company, they did make a retro. And there you go. It is the Gilbert retro form, Hasbro style, if you will. This is in the BCA more era. Face gets me every time. And here we go. We got this one. And for all you insiders out there, I mean, the dude's name is Dwayne Gill. So, of course, I'm going to honor thy Dwayne. An OD, an original Dwayne. An OD. All right, so we're popping this open. No delay. Actually, before I totally pop Gilbert out and he starts effing people up, here is. Look at this lineup, baby. Whoa. Whoa. Got a lot of bad puppies up there. Good stuff. So now I'm gonna continue cracking this Gilbert out, baby. And it pops and it don't stop. And I like to call this segment Cards for Chris. And as you can see, Chris, I think will be a pretty happy boy because you get that whole image of Goldberg. Oh my goodness, I got myself confused. He looks just so much like him. Gilbert. So you're gonna get that, Chris Dryer. Birthday card, baby. This is my birthday card to you. And there'll be others, don't you worry. There'll be others. So let's take a look at this, Gilbert. Let me take a look there. Oh shoot, I just ordered this guy. Hey, what's up, Waddy? You mean this guy? So, hey, get me out of here. Alright, he's out of there. Now, almost. Oh, we're gonna pup that arm. It's like chiropractic, baby. Hear that little. It's relieving all the pressure in his shoulders. It's sort of a la the Hogan. Oh, jeez, I have that somewhere really close, baby. Should be in my pants, but I took it out. Dang it, Bobby. Man, oh, there it is, baby. So sort of inspired by your old Hulkster hug, you know what I mean? One more time. You got this, dude. So if you put it like this, it's sort of like that, but unlike the Hulkster hug, you can bushwhacker arm that. Alex write it. Or you can do whatever you want. But yes, the arms go up, the arms go down. It's sort of that gold. Jeez, I keep getting confused. He's just so much like him. It's that Gilbert rather flex, baby. It's got the Dwayne tattoo we all know and love. Great name, by the way. We get the dotted lines on the arm because Goldberg had his, and Gilbert was just keeping it plain and simple. He's gonna kick your bum. So just look at these random dots on my arm. Well, he spears you right in half, Daddy. So there it is. That is all the glory right there. Now, twist the head. We've had a little controversy with the head twist, but this one is good. I'm not gonna over apply the pressure anymore. Had an impromptu decapitation last night of a figure, and I don't blame the company. I think I was just twisted too hard. I was just so boned up that I got too excited and I just grabbed on for dear life. I see Fly the L in there. Throw some likes, people. Hey, thanks, Waddy. Fly the L says, nice that BCA Gilbert doesn't have the bone crushing action noise, right? Unfortunately, no. I think they stopped that with like in your Blue Meanie and I almost said Wrath, but Atom Bomb, same guy, but the Atom Bomb characters, both the variants and the originals, they all have the crunching action, if you will. And then after that, it must have been too expensive, so they decided to not go with that and go with the more, like it, but not like sort of like when they came to like KB Toys and they were like the same scale, same look and everything, but they didn't have the bone crunching action. So you never knew. You could be breaking a man's bones and there's no sound. So you just keep going for the maneuver. His bones are getting pulverized. But if you get the bone crunching action, at least it's a warning like, okay, I broke the guy's arm. I think I'm done beating him up. But no, with these, you just beat the crap out of him until the cows come home because he ain't making a sound. I haven't broke anything, right? And then he comes wobbling, crawling into the hospital. You know the story. Tale as old as time. It's my birthday, but they'll always be ultra strawberry dreams, baby. Monster, you see what I'm doing here. Holla at me. So, there he is, all the glory. Does his waist move? Yes, it does, baby. That's a question I had myself. You got your booties. You get some printy poos on the footy poos. And let me see. All right, let me try to get you a better look at the face scan without it being blurry and stupid. Maybe my eye patch. Oh, it does actually work right behind the eye. All right, there you go. There you go. That's the face scan. And you know what? It's pretty damn good. I like this a lot already. I mean, all right, as far as playability, is it the best? Because if it was Rick Rude, you had it like, look at that. Whoa, baby. You had it all. You had it all, if it was a Rick Rude. So if you do make a Rick Rude, same thing. But no, not the worst thing in the world. I mean, let me try playability here. We're gonna take our buddy Bo. He's chilling. Gilbert, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna spear you. So it's gonna look more like a shoulder tackle, but use your imagination. Or maybe you put one arm. Nah, you can't really. Well, maybe you can kind of fake him out. Boom, right out. Blake, Bo is done. Silly me, Blake or Bo. How would I not know the difference? But this is a good figure. If you're a Gilbert person or you ever wanted a Gilbert retro, whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. So this is from FC Toys, Figure Collections. Go check them out. They got this pup up there, and I think the rest of the series is Saturn, which I bumboxed, I believe, yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. And Stars and Stripes, the Patriot and Marcus Bagwell, which I do have, but I'm waiting for a special night. Not like my birthday isn't, but I had to reserve some of the bang bangs here tonight, and the heavy hitters. So obviously Gilbert in that conversation every time. Former light heavyweight champion, former enhancement talent for many years under the moniker Dwayne Gill. Again, incredible first name, love it. And yeah, so that's that. Would I recommend it? Yes, I do. I do. It's really cool. I mean, like, I know it's a little outside your typical Hasbro range. This is more the Attitude Era, so most people would say the oh, excuse me, Bone Cruncher one is more like accurate. Well, not accurate. Well, yeah, I guess more accurate to its time. But I'm a retro guy, baby. I got these. I've been trying to collect the bone crushing action too, but I had to like hold off. I still got to get the Hardys, and there's something else. Something else. Oh, the two Ultimate Dragon variants I don't have. I just have the like regular green one. I forget what else. There might be something after the Hardy Boys, or it hasn't come out yet. I don't know. Baby, there it is. It's Gilbert. He's ready. He's coughing when there's little sparklers being lit off near him. And of course, on this channel, what's very important is that we look at these cheeks, baby. Glossy as them cheeks. Look at that. You can see your reflection 20 years ago in those bum cheeks. So I say, grab it, baby. What's it called? Figure collections on there. You got your 10% codes. I think like Fig Heel. I think Kyle. Like don't know if Major's on there, but try Fig Heel or Kyle. That should get you 10%. And if you go to J&J, I know I just used the Fig Heel code, so I know that works. But you can also do Young J or Old J. Not BJ, but maybe for another time. But you can punch that code of Young J or Old J in, and you can get the 10%, or do it Fig Heel style. I think he's a cool dude. I say go for it. Now, put that aside. And oh, there's more to bum. Don't you worry. Ryler, '05, happy birthday, bro. That's awesome. You have like a really awesome birthday. It's pretty cool. It's probably the best one I've ever seen. Cool birthday, May 1st, that one. Good job, Riley. Good job being born on the right day. Fly the L in the building. Partying. Gotta admit, didn't want a Gilbert, but wanted the other three, and they're cheaper as a 4-pack, so got them all. Yeah, yeah, that 4-pack thing that's part of what it is. And then, like, I think I said last night, like, when I was opening the Saturn, I wanted the blue trunk Saturn, but because the deal was so good, I was like, well, I'll get the blue one later. I'll settle. Not like it's bad or anything. I just prefer the blue with the black boots. It's just, hey, it's just preference, baby. And with that being said, then there was the mix up with the stubble and the red one where it wasn't on there, and they're still selling that as like a variant. Which, hey, good for them trying to get whatever they can. It sucks that there was a mistake, but apparently it's going to be fixed in the well-known stubble of Saturn. Oh, there he is, baby, right there. That well-known stubble. That manly rub, rub, like a cat's tongue right against your body. That's what the type of stubble that Perry Saturn has. So They didn't have that on that, and then they offered, hey, to figure collections. They said, you know what? If you want the blue one, you don't want to wait. Get the blue one, baby. And I said, baby, put me on that list because I didn't say why, because I said, yeah, I'll do it. But in my head, I was like, put me on that list because I wanted that blue one, baby. Not that down the line I won't get the red one because it is pretty effing sweet. I mean, let's take another look. So this is also figure collections, and it's a dang good Saturn. Look at the tatty poos. I mean, those are on point, baby. Face looks just like him. You got your outfit. You got your bum cheeks with that design. Gotta love it. So I recommend that one too. That's a nice effing ultra dream. So what would be next for the birthday celebration? I had a few things out. I've been meaning to bumbox this for a minute. Limited to 300. Strike Force from Hasdale. In the shirts. In the shirts. So, with Hasdale running nice sales, and hey, I don't want him to stop. I don't want to discourage that baby. He's been throwing a lot of sales. A lot of them were like spring or Jerry Springer. No, spring, and then it would be 15% off. And one of those I just struck on this puppy because it ended up being 102, and the Strike Force that were out of stock, that have been out of stock for a while, was 100 or 99.99 or whatever. So for the difference of $2, I said, "F it." I ain't going Strike Forceless. Don't expect that. But what I did is I got these pups. Still a pretty penny. I ain't gonna lie. I like it more under the $45 fig range, I think. But I've been stretching, baby, trying to justify that 50 mark. It's hard, and not only is that, the price is also hard too to like deal with. So now we look at the back. We got I can't F and C. Oh, Marty Jannetty. The new rockers. You got Uncle Cletus. Phineas Godwin, Hillbilly Jim, Henry Godwin, Binga Banga Boomba. There you go. If you want them all, go to Hastel. I believe all these are available. But, I will point out too, I do like how Hastel kind of honors the KB toys there. They're almost Bradley-esque. That's just the cataract in my eye, I think. Yeah, it looks kind of like KB, more like KB, but in my mind, I love me some Bradley's nostalgia. I don't know if that was everywhere in the States, but it was in my neck of the woods. So I'm gonna open this pop rate the F now. I've been meaning to, and I said, what better day than my birthday? Who better? So right off the bat, we know that grapplers and gimmicks. If you're on Carter, you need to take a blowtorch to this. I don't know what you'd have to do, like, to make this fall off the effing card. I am putting the fingies of doom. I'm tongue a death grip in this mother. Oh, baby. Oh, it's popping. It's popping. Don't drop down, baby. Stay on the table. Oh, the vault's falling. Struggle. Oh, okay. Whew. Hold on. Whoa, that was intense. Holy crap. Wow. And with all that, hey, you think the whole thing would have been ripped in half with all those sound effects and my camera falling and all that. But, not too bad. Look at these handsome gents, Chris. Is this an above the better? Let us know in the comments. Or maybe when you get out of the shower, like it's sitting there just waiting, like, hey, with Strike Force. Arriba! Speaking of Strike Force and Arriba. Martel, he's already out of the pack. He was angsty. He's like, get me out of here. And then Tito, rather, out there. So here you go. You got your Strike Force. There's your Tito Santana, looking very Tito. You got your Rick Martel before he was even a model, even though he had the looks already. He was just waiting. He was like, when this wrestling thing calms down, I will become immortal. So he's gonna Boston Crab you in your dreams. Hopefully not. Hopefully not, actually. I guess that's the end of sentence. I don't know why I said it like that. So we'll look at Tito first. He's got sort of that look at that Shawn Michaels arm from the Rockers where it like points and he's like and the arms a little rubber, but they didn't do the jumper legs. It's pretty cool, the mishmash of Hasbro styles, but that's what it was all about. So a nice nod to Shawn Michaels with that little give me a 5 count or give me a high five or let me see that bum cheek. Actually, let's look at that. Come here. There it is. Now, we go from here and like, are the shirts removable? Give me a hell yeah. You got your Velcro. You're peeling it off. Oh, baby. You're romancing the shoulders. Don't give it to him too soon, Tito. Look, one arm's off. Oh, look at that little hat there on his bum. Now he's taking, oh, baby. Turning it around. Shaking it off if it ever comes off. And it's not. So we're just going to leave it on his hand because I don't want to rip the shirt. But look at that body. Work out. Look at that physique. Does it a lot more Tito justice than, what's it called? Hasbro. But they gave him the Jake body. That was kind of dirty. Look at the bum. You got a lightning bolt. You got a effing sombrero. Okay. On the booties, looking very nice. You get the red laces. You get the effing thunderbolt. So first off, Tito, I could picture this in the effing Hasbro line. So yeah, Tito, good job. Now we go to the model, or the soon-to-be model of this scan, and he's got them, that muscle pose going, like he's about to mad flex on somebody. Now you got your tighties. Now on the Matthews bomb. I keep going on the model. Wasn't that yet? Lightning bolt, but you got the Canadian flag. No sombrero, baby. Martel ain't a sombrero guy. He's a Canadian flag type of guy. So we slowly take off his shirt. Whoa, that one slipped right off. Model's all oiled up. That bad boy just slipped. Whew! There it is. Naked Martel. All the glory. So you got the waist. You get the arm. I did that with Tito. Everything was tight, just believe me. And then you got this. You got boom. You got waist. You got head. You got you get head. Well, hopefully. And then you got a little waisty poo. So again, I could definitely picture this as a Hasbro 2-pack. Not with the soft goods, to be honest. Either the shirts molded on or them naked. Soft goods is a nice touch. We are in 2026. So makes sense, but if back in the day, if these two just came all naked without Tito not being able to take their shirt off, that's a naked 2-pack you want to take home. That's what I say. So happy birthday to me. Let's look at their bum. Or we kind of already did, but now let's forget the logos and just look at the cheeks and the formation, and they work out. Now we put over Martel over there. Well, we put him over with his bum. Now we got Tito's bum. And that ain't no slouch either. Look at the formation right there. Okay, these tights are riding a little up there, baby. Could almost see full bum. Looking good, in all honesty, and all craziness aside. They're really good figures, so go check them out at Hostile Toy if they're still available. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a save money guy. I'd wait for a sale. I'm not trying to ruin anybody's business, but let's call a spade a spade. So maybe think about it on the next sale if you don't got them. Now, if you got the ones with the jackets already, I can see it's the same figure except these are shirts, which is cool. At least it's different, but it is what it is. Oh baby, oh the camera went haywire. No, I didn't mean to delete that. I'm sorry, whoever said that. Oh, sorry, Fladio. Never been to Bradley's, but Dave frequent KB Toys. Okay. No, no foul there. Okay. So we got Fladio saying that. What happened to from Kyra? Short story, diabetic retinopathy. Can't see anything out of it. Physically visible. So I rocked the eye patch on here. I thought it was like cool because at least it's actually technically like true. You know what I mean? Because I am blind in that eye, so for me to wear an eye patch is not so far fetched, but it's also I thought it has a cool kind of character vibe. So might as well make the best out of a shitty situation. So there you go. Gave it a little more spin on that one, but I felt like which was strike and which one was force. Friday, I'll say it depended on the night. He'll give the crabs in my dreams. Friday, yeah, Rick Martel. Excuse him for being attractive. He just had a lot of suitors. Friday, only Martel. Rick Martel. That'd be funny. Is giving the retros action right. I haven't seen any independent toy makers doing it. Yeah, for the action, yeah, like I know TRT had like the legs bend for the pile driver, but that's sort of like a manual thing. And no, cool idea, but a manual thing. So yeah, as far as the here we go, the action we all know and love, yeah, pretty much Mattel is the only one replicating that. And yes, their figures are very affordable, obviously being mass produced. I understand, but it is what it is. I don't mind their figures, actually. I never have. I never was like, oh, these are the worst things in the world. I mean, they could be better, but they could be worse. That's kind of my feelings on them. Happy birthday. Hey, thanks, Lance. Appreciate it, man. Yep. Appreciate that, bro. Take a sip of Monster today. All right, what are we doing here? We're at the half-hour mark, so I think now's a damn good time to open something that hopefully doesn't disappoint me too much. But this is my favorite wrestler, and it's from Zombie Toys. It is the Macho Man. Macho King, rather, excuse me. Lance Vest, 28. Thank you for the compliment. No, I'm effing 45 years old now. I've been through it, man. So, what the hell was I saying? Oh, here we go. Here's your lineup. Now, personally, I found Zombie as a company that's like, when they hit, it's like a home run, and when they miss, it's like the ball hit you in the balls. So it's like either that or they. So it's what it is. But I'm hoping I'm gonna put this here so you can see. So you can see what I see. So that's what I'm seeing here. So I'm kind of hoping the glasses, or maybe there's a glare in the package. It's a little crazy, but Macho Man, hey, the madness. So we're gonna peel this pup, this Macho Dog. If I can, oh, here we go, baby. Probably on the card or zombie ain't kidding around either. This is effing on there. Woo. There's the glasses. Got his little plastic, whatever you want to effing call it. Alright. Chris, I know this would be important to you. But look at that. Uncle Randy. You can see sometimes a family resemblance. I'm trying to make the face. Check it out. Check it out. It's me. It's Uncle Randy. Same hair. My beard's a little longer, but you can see where, the bloodline is. Now we're gonna. Oh, sorry, Uncle Randy. We're gonna put the shades on him, so he looks more Uncle Randy-ish to me. Okay, that does help a lot. So let me show you with the shades. Okay, that makes a world of difference. I'm not gonna lie. Now I'm gonna carefully do this. Crown not removable, and that's a good way to go. And if it is, I'm not moving it. So if it's supposed to be removable, then good for you. I'm leaving it where it is. Glass is cool, but I gotta show you without the glasses. I don't know, maybe the craziness isn't there in the eyes, like it should be. Is there lust in his eyes? No, he looks like a maniac, but not like a macho maniac, you know? So I think, to be honest, I'd put the fin shades on, and they fit really good, actually. So you can see shaky test. Those shades are on there, baby. So good up to Zombie for that. Never take away from the outfits of Zombie. Always on point. Always a good paint job. The outfits are definitely I think his strength. They're always really good. Now, I was concerned again about the arms. And you know what? In person, it isn't that bad, but they are still a tinge too long. Let me try and see here. If you put it down, it's actually not you know, as bad as I thought it would be. But you can kind of see where the elbow bends if that arm came down. I'm not trying to fault for what's not there. It's in this pose. So if you go like this, you leave the shades on. It's actually pretty good. Um, if you can get past, I think it's really the eyes. The rest of it doesn't look bad, especially with that crown. The crown looks sick. If you leave the shades on and you can kind of get past things aren't, I guess, perfect, to be honest, and the arms are a little longish. I mean, the outfit is painted solid. It's effing good. And Macho Man has some intricate fits. Look at that zebra bum. Got the weight belt on there. That's molded on, but that's how it should be. Dang it. I'd say at a good price, pick it up. Why not? It's not, you know what? I gave it, I give it more credit in person. Seeing pictures of it, I was very disappointed, but in person with the shades on, it's actually pretty cool. I mean, yes, the arms are still a little too long, but, and without the shades, eh, I don't know, brother. But with them, pretty cool. So I give credit where credit is due. Hell, I'm a macho guy. I'm getting it. And if you're a macho dude, if you're macho, then at a good price, I say get it. If you're not terribly into Macho Man, hey, you do what you want to do. There's many machos out there for retros, believe me. But I will say, I think it's pretty cool. I do like the outfit. The crown's really sick. Crown's actually really good, and I like it with the shades. That's my opinion. You can make yours, baby. Zombie still has it on his site. I think you can go to J&J. You throw in those discounty poos, like the Young J, Old J, Fig Heel, whatever. You're getting 10% off. So I think it starts at 40. So obviously, let's do the whole little mathy here. It would be $36 with the discount. Now on the J&J, you got to spend over 75 for the free shipping. Pro tip. So you want to go in there wanting like at least two figures because after the discount, it still has to come to over $75. Just telling you all out there. I'm not saying it's a bad system. I'm just telling you how it works. Bingo. Fly boss, man. Hulk Hogan has lust in his eyes for Miss Elizabeth. Happy birthday. Hey, thank you, Anthony. I see you. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. I saw your post too. Appreciate it, man. That's so cool. Looks more like Lanny Poffo, but still awesome. I can see that. Hi, Anthony. I see you, buddy. Thank you for the birthday wishes. So let's look at it one more time. I mean, I think I gave it more crap than it deserves without having it in hand. I'll say that. Um, I've always thought like Zombie does an awesome job on the outfits, like painting them or accessorizing them or whatever. They're pretty on point. Now, where I personally, and I'm sure others, and I've heard others fall off, is where the arms are a little too long, and sometimes they're a lot too long. And some of the face scans in Macho, it's just the eyes are just a little not macho. You know what I mean? They're crazy, but not like almost like more Bruiser Brody than Macho Man eyes. I know that's very particular, but there's a way to the madness. There's no one with eyes like mine, yeah. And nobody else that has the lust for Elizabeth as the Macho King has, yeah. So there it is. All the glory. Lanny Poffo is so under. Oh, wait. Oh, now we need a Lanny Poffo Genius Retros. Yeah, Epic's coming out with two Genius Retros. One in black and one in the red and white. Like the old Jack's Pacific, or I think the Big Rubber Guy had the red and white gear. Or robe or whatever. So they're putting out that one and then a black robe one. And different tights underneath. Lanny Poffo was, oh my goodness, the phone's falling. Lanny Poffo was so underrated. Actually, a good wrestler. Yeah, he was. He was like the first person I think that I saw do a moonsault. I'm sure in like Lucha Libre they were like doing that for 20 years. But as far as me, the first person I saw do a moonsault was Lanny Poffo. So hell yeah, Lanny Poffo, you do that moonsault, baby. Epic hasn't put those, you know, on sale. Have they yet? Epic hasn't put. Oh, genius. Jeez. All right, I had to like think for a second. Epic hasn't put those. No, no, not yet. I haven't seen them up yet. They had pictures. What was it? The last Comic Con or something. And I know I see like coming soon pictures and stuff. Um, I love Epic's figures. My One of my critiques would be maybe the time, and maybe it just takes this amount of time. So I'm not trying to be hypercritical, but it does seem, in comparison to other companies, it takes them a little longer. Like Beverly Brothers, like Terror and Toys has put them out, and they'd been delivered in hands for like what, a month now. And I know Epic's coming out with Beverly's, but you know, it's a hard thing to say. Do you rush, no pun intended, or do you rush it and then suffer quality, or it's going to take longer. So if that's the case and they're going for quality, then hell, I'm here for it. I'll wait a little bit, I'm good with that. And they do always deliver, which, it's whatever. You can take what you want from it. That's what it is. Geniuses. There it is. Yeah, unfortunately not yet, but they'll go lovely. And they are putting out Beverly Brothers, and they do look sick. And they will have the soft good capes, as the Title Run Toy ones had the like rubberish one. And I'm not dissing on that; it fits pretty good on there. But if you like soft goods, Epic is gonna get you with that cape. They have a soft goods cape coming. If you held out for Epic and you're a soft goods person, then you're probably pretty happy. Or if you're just an Epic person, But well, I'm an Epic person, but not just the company. But yeah, they're coming out with Nasty Boys. Those look cool, but it's like I love the OG Hasbro Nasty Boys, which I do have, but I'll get like one of them in these cases, but it's getting a lot expensive. That's what I meant to touch on. Man, pre-orders out the wazoo. Ugh, it's like a cool problem to have, and I love it in a way, but I also am like, oh, we've had KWK with their, we expect them monthly. Then Epic, speaking of the devil, throws out the Jushin Thunders today, and I'm like, damn. I'm expecting like Hastel's gonna drop something soon. Zombie's gonna magically put something up that might be cool. I can see figure collections just dropping something random. I just feel like it's gonna be, that type of season. So I'm trying to hold my pocketbook tight, but also let it out to party a little bit. But how much partying can my pocketbook do? So I've been having to be a little strategic, like get one version here, get one version there, hoping down the line, I could pick those other two. Well, with Hayabusa, I'll just say with Hayabusa, I got the white version, the J&J exclusive, and the Sasaki, great Suzuki. If I knew how to pronounce things, Sasaki. There we go. Jeez, that one and the Hayabusa in white, the J&J one of 200. Then, when Epic dropped the two Jushin Lagers, I was like, damn. And they both look sick. And I was like, crap, I'm starting to get up there the dollars, at least for my budget again, whatever. So I was like, damn. So I could only get one of those. So I went with the red and white. Let me tell you, though, the black one looks really sick, too. So, do any Yokozuna customs come with the robe? Yokozuna has a badass Hasbro. I love that Hasbro. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's like Waddy's favorite Hasbro. That one is bad bum. I love that one. Never had the one with the white. Have the one with the red Mawashi, but not the white one. Finally, pre-ordered the Kate. Oh, bad news too. I did that pre-order too. That was kind of, well, it seemed recent, but I guess not. Last night, as it was the last day of the pre-order. Might wait on the new KWK pre-order since I think I got until June, maybe. Yeah. What do you do with your loose figs once they open? Got them, got them on a bunch of shelves. Right now, I've been, excuse me, because I'm moving things around and everything. Unfortunately, I just been storing them, man. I just been storing them. Not like recklessly. They're like, it sounds weird, but empty, like cat litter buckets. They're like these big white buckets with a lid. And I place, like, I try to separate by company. I put them in. I got a separate thing for the accessories because obviously, if I let those loose in there, I'll never find them. So I have a separate little bin for the accessories, but I do it by brand, so it's a little easier to figure out. Until I have a better setup. Plus, I also have been trying to make them available because I want to start my Fig Fed again. And I'm trying to figure out how to do that because I have so many retros that I can't possibly cover this roster. Like, there's so many that it's like, man. So when I started the Fig Fit, it wasn't as many. Now it's like there's way and don't get me wrong, I love it all, but like, so I got to do some sort of draft or some sort of system or some way to just. I thought in my head like maybe 50 wrestler roster and just maybe randomly do it or think in my head who I want in there first before I start taping. But crazy problems to have. So many retros, so little time. But yeah, I think that might be it for my openings. My openings might be it for my openings. Oh, actually, I can do this one. As a bonus, I have already boomboxed the other Jeff Jarrett. I didn't get the J&J exclusive. I think that was with the red tights. I have the original J&J, not J&J, the standard one with the blue on the silver, and it was pretty good. But that has been stored away with the Bone Crushers. I was lucky that Gilbert happened to be out. But I'm going to open this anyway, because you get the gist of it. I'm going to open this Jeff Jarrett, as it's called the Aztec gear. And this pops right off. As long as you go, there's the card, Chris. You might want to display this backwards, baby. Unless you just want to see bone crushing wrestlers. Speaking of the which, I do not have those Hardy Boys yet. I have not seen that Glacier, but holy crap, I forgot about that. That looks awesome. And that Crush looks pretty cool. So down the line, I'm going to have to free up some dollars for these. And then there's retro. So. And then people that are collecting big rubber guys, because I was talking to Fly the L earlier, then you got that pre-order. It's like, dang, man. Those wallets are like no moss, baby. I want a Lance. I want a toy aircraft carrier and helicopter so I can do the Yokozuna Body Slam challenge with Lex Luger coming in the helicopter. A big old hero. I love that like music package. It's like so intense, and then like you find out like behind the scenes, like Lex was like miserable and kind of cranky. If you want, I forget what it was on. It was some documentary I saw, but it was like behind the scenes of Lex Luger. He's like, "I'm hungry." He was just like whiny and like saying like he's not happy with the kids and all that, and it wasn't his thing. Maybe it was the Bruce Pritchard podcast. I don't know, something. In Toys R Us, make a Lex Express. Oh, and I read it as Toys R Us, wishful thinking. And a toy bus to make a Lex Express. That would be cool. That would be a great set. And you know what? Mattel might be listening, Lance. Patent pending on that shit. But yeah, I mean, that would be really cool. They do have Lex Luger under Legends deal, so you could have Patriot or him in the like pants with the like cut off shirt in a background of Mount Rushmore, so that's like his backdrop. That could be the packaging is Mount Rushmore in the background, so he can flex shirtless, showing us all what it's all about. Oh, I forgot I opened this. All right, so take him out, baby. He's in there. Boom. Chris, I don't know. When you see this, you'll figure it out, but there's a little insert, baby. Do you want a little JEFF in your BED? You probably do. That's JEFF. And then we got our little plastic poo. The packaging, actually, if you're a Jax fan, is reminiscent of like Superstars Series 1 and maybe 2 had that packaging. Yada yada. So we take this boner crushing boy out of the package. Okay. You got your little Aztec outfit that he wore for a couple weeks. You got your ponytail. You got your strutting. If you didn't know what that was, you should have with my awesome vocals. And you got legs moving. I mean, everything's pretty good. Waist has a little arc. And it does look like WA, unlike the Jax one they put out, which was famously just as an Owen Hart head. The belly button's kind of funny on there. That's tight tights, but no big deal. Are there nipples? My sister always asks about the nipples. That's her thing, I think. Nope, no nipples. So that's what you got to deal with. So yeah, this is a very short-lived outfit, but very famous outfit. Like, why the H would he wear this? Jeff Jarrett had some very questionable wardrobe choices, in my opinion. But this is pretty cool. The fact that this outfit, I think Big Rubber Guys, Major Bendy's had one in this outfit, but it's pretty cool to have a figure in this very short lived but infamous outfit. So there's a little bonus bum boxing. I forgot I had that sitting there, baby. So happy birthday to me. This is pretty cool. I definitely want to keep up with these bone crushers. It's hard because retro's really got me by the bizzles, but I'll find a way, baby. I'll find a way. So these are pretty cool. These are from FC Toys. And this is up for like probably cheap. This might be even a package deal or whatever. And then you get the percent off. They have some sales on the ones previous, like Blue Meanie, they got James Mitchell. They got Adam Baum, Ultimate Dragon, and Sonny Ono. I'm sure I'm missing other ones. Oh, Gilbert, I showed him. And a partridge in a pear tree. So something like that. I think the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier isn't wide enough to put a ring on. Oh man, that's famous. G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. I've only seen it in pictures. No one in my hood, I guess, was balling that much to have one, but I'm sure people in my school did, but they probably, I wasn't friends with them or they didn't like me, which is fine. I had my own federation to look after anyway. Psst. Just one huge innie. Jeff Jarrett, yeah, where is it? That belly button, baby. Woo! It's in there, baby. I mean, it's funny. I don't mind it. I mean, it could be worse. Could be better, but what are you gonna do? I still like it. I think it's pretty good. I know, like, it would be better to have the authentic bone crunching, but apparently it's too many dollars for sales or something. Like, I guess the interest isn't as large as they want it to be for these. So I hope they don't stop. I still gotta catch up, but these retros, baby, they just popping, baby, popping like Pringles. So I think while we rounded to my little birthday hour here, too sweet to be sour, I figure I'll say my birthday thanks to anybody that wished me a happy birthday. I appreciate it. Um, yep, getting old, I know that, but it's cool to hear from people saying happy birthday and giving best wishes. So I appreciate y'all. Whoever reached out and how they reached out and whatever, they were comfortable with, they reached out, and I appreciate that. And yeah. So if anyone ever wonders if it makes a difference or it's a big deal or not, you know what? It is. So I appreciate it. Thank you. So toast to the old ting strawberry dreams of the ultra. I appreciate y'all, my friends, my family, everybody took the time out, took a couple seconds to say, hey, HB, baby. HBD, BUM. So He is for you, baby. So, be back Tuesday. Won't be his birthday. It won't be his birthday. There will be no giving birth on the next live stream. No birthday. It won't be his birthday, but just back to business. I think the live stream's gonna get better, a lot better. I have a feeling I'm getting more into my groove, and I think things are gonna come together in the next few months, maybe weeks, even. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. But yeah. So good things to come, good things to bum. So the next time I'll see y'all will be, unless I throw something on the weekend, which I don't see because I'm supposed to visit Sister Shadows and the family on Sunday. And I don't even know what tomorrow brings, but I'll be there. But we all know on Saturday, Waddy and L, 7 o'clock. So my buds will be parked on that. And that's about it. So, with that being said, maybe a little earlier than an owie poo, but I realize Bum looks like AJ Styles. They don't want none. They don't want none. I do have the part thing. Like, I'm trying to bend my giant head down. So, yeah, hairstyle's pretty much there. Yeah, if you rock the larger beard, I can, that's fine. I can see it. Oh, I see that your family is more important than us. Jeez. If anything, it would probably be randomly on Saturday, either like obviously before 7 or like a late one, a late boy. But I'll see, man. I've learned not to like schedule things and then not follow through because it kind of sucks. And I've been pretty good at doing that when not following through, then like advertising, oh, I'll be on live stream. And then something happens because I didn't prepare. So if I know for sure, then yeah, I'll punch it up in the old computer, put it on the old YouTube, the Instagram, the Facebook, and say, hey, we'll be bumming at this time. If you want to come bum with me, let's slap our bums together and reach for the stars. Random live stream. I love late streams because I have a terrible sleep habit. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Internet is a blessing and a curse. I can always find some rabbit hole and read watch. Yeah, fly they all tell me. I'm up just scrolling my phone, looking through all this crazy stuff, man. Not just wrestling, just world stuff. It's like, whoa. Lance Bass, same. I stay up watching YouTube until 3 and then I'm screwed. Yeah, same, dudes. We're all on that same insomnia boat. Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 we're unable to dream. Unless it's Strawberry Ultra Dreams. So you didn't think you'd get a lullaby sung to you. You guys, if you're tuning in, lullabies, lullabies. Fly the L, I'm right there with you, Lance. So I'm blessed and cursed that I work from home most of the time, so my commute is very quick. Could wake up and just in time to get to work. Funny you say that. Can't remember the last dream I've had since Fly the L. Not gonna lie, YouTube has been my best relationship, says Lance. Waddy, you're a better man than me on that one, Lance. I like to lay in bed around 11 or so, and kind of doze off to YouTube. I can never be up past midnight when the moment is not right. Fly the I'm sure I've dreamed, just don't remember them. Yeah, Fly the I've been using YouTube a lot more lately. And Lance welcomes Matt the Hammer Valentine, aka Waddy. Still have the TV on. I'm just reading the chat. This is good. Still have the TV on, which is just streaming something else. Fly the L. While he's smiling, he's laughing, he's having a good time. That's what I like to see. Like tonight, we'll be streaming playoff hockey. Oh man, that's a good point. Speaking of disappointing playoffs, and I'll probably moan about it and maybe biatch about it some more, will be effing Boston Celtics embarrassing me, playing like losing to the Sixers. What is this? It's embarrassing, but maybe I'll rant about that on Tuesday or on the weekend then. But that reminded me. Oh yeah, Game 7 with the Celtics. Yes. What the frig? Oh, enjoying Maven. Yeah, Lance. He's got a good one. Hey guys, Maven. Basketball. Yeah, yeah. The Celtics are really embarrassing right now. Very embarrassing. They should have easily swept the Sixers and been in the next round by now. But instead, they want to fool around and not play. And I mean, there's obviously more to that than there's a statement, but I'm just giving a blanket statement. Details are in the fine print. Cubs won again today. So no fly in the L, ironically. Oh, there you go. Nah, that's good, man. Effing Sox, Red Sox. Yeah, it's been not too hot for Boston lately. Not too hot. Not too cold, but not too hot either. Not just right. Like we're talking porridge. It's just wrong, in my opinion. Oh, baby, on that note, I'm going to get back to birthday plans. Right now, I'm just wearing this jacket with nothing on elsewise, but the camera doesn't see. So, pretty much, I'm going to shut this off, take this jacket off, run outside, and yell happy birthday to me. Hope no one calls the police, but we'll see. I'll give you an update. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. Got the Celtics and Bruins on in the playoffs, Patriots in the Super Bowl. That's pretty good, actually. No, I know. I was just being, was it over dramatic about it? But I will say I am still disappointed in the Celtics because they should have wiped the effing floor. Either a sweep or a gentleman's sweep. Shouldn't have been game 7. And hey, they might effing lose that and then lose to the Sixers in the first round. No, baby. But enough about all that. Run outside in your birthday suit. That's right. When the police come, I'll say, "Hey guys, it's my birthday." They're like, "Oh, never mind. Continue. It's your birthday? Well, why didn't you say so?" Then they start taking off their clothes, and this is just getting a fantasy island right here. But they take off their clothes, start bumping some dance music. Everyone's just naked celebrating my birthday. They got the police lights on like strobes. I don't want to give away all my moves. All right, hey, thanks. Special thanks, Fly the L, Waddy, Lance, Anthony. Wish me a happy birthday, Chris. Even though he's not here, I know you would. Did I miss anyone? There was a couple people that had one person had the same birthday as me, which is cool. Good for them. Oh, I already said Anthony. I think I covered it. But yeah, thanks for all showing up. Appreciate it. Makes the birthday a little extra nice. Thanks for all the nice birthday wishes. Thanks for seeing and checking out the bumboxings and coming to the live streams and either chatting, and if you don't chat, you watch. That's cool with me too. So on that note, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. But we're gonna keep birthday bombing.